Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Coco Nomad channel. And this is another weekly retrospective and review where I share the things that I'm working on and my weekly progress, and hoping that you follow along and are doing the same. So let's go ahead and jump in. So let's start talking about what went well. And so this past week, I launched a brand new YouTube channel dedicated to Swift development, Swift UI MVP. I'll drop a link to the channel in the description below. And on that channel, I'm basically building apps and showing you how you can do the same, taking things from an idea to an actual app that you can have in your pocket, you can run, you can launch it on the app store if you want. But I'm really big on taking ideas and making them happen. And I run into a lot of people, even other developers, who say, "Oh, I don't have any ideas. I can't think of anything." So I just wanted to kind of jump in and just share several ideas that I've had and just develop them, show you the process all the way through. There'll also be videos on there that just sort of tackle minor issues within the development environment, fixing bugs or some little quirky things that happen along the way. There are about 3 videos posted on there already, and I'll be adding even more as we move along. The second thing that went really well this week was the response to of the second channel that I started with my brother Raheem on the Indie Creator Studio. We launched an episode called Context Switching, and in that episode, we talk about some of the struggles of moving between projects or different areas of your life, like family life and some personal things, and how there's always this balance. You're just trying to like move between these things and the switching of those contexts and the challenges there. We've gotten a lot of great response. I've shared some snippets on social media, and I'm really excited. I'm like, this is one thing that we've been talking about doing something like this for 20 years. We thought it would be a book, but who knew that it was going to end up being a YouTube channel so long ago? And then the third thing that went well, and it went well overall, so I'm just going to take it positive, is I went down to Acamal and here in Quintana Roo, Mexico. I live here in Playa del Carmen, and I took a trip down for the day to go snorkeling and swim with the turtles. And so you can see my scuba gear in the background here. There's a couple of big lessons learned. Now, I'm not the best, the strongest swimmer, and I know some of my father's looking down at me just like very upset because he's an amazing swimmer. And he just tried to teach me, but I just never swam a lot. I just never practiced enough. Sort of like chess. It's the same thing with chess. He wanted to be this great chess player. He's a great chess player. And those are the two things I just didn't want to practice. I just didn't want to work at swimming and I didn't want to work at chess. So I never got as good as I could have been at either one of those. But it's not required for snorkeling. Basically, it's a whole different thing going on. But I found out when I got on the water that the mask that I bought here in the background was the wrong size. And even though it said adult on the box, one of the guys was like, "No, that's for kids, man. It's like a big kid mask." So I had a lot of trouble struggling with the mask. But overall, it was actually great. I got to see several turtles and got some video as I was out there. It's very, very beautiful, really inexpensive, actually. It didn't cost as much as I thought it would uh, to go down and to participate and have it. And then the group that I went with, we just sort of hung out on the beach afterwards and had food and just chilled for a long time. And it was a really great day. Just a nice sort of break from the being in the playa, being in the city of Playa, going down to close to Tulum, hanging out in Nacamal. So it was a great time. So overall, really solid week. Really good things. The one thing that didn't go well, though, as we lead into that next section, is my iPhone died. I was taking video with my phone. I have a GoPro that a friend lent me, but I could not figure out how to hook it up to anything to take with me to actually videotape. And I probably would have struggled with it anyway. I was having some issues in the water with the camera hung around my neck. It wasn't so bad because I could just take it and pop and just tap it and just record. But for whatever reason, of course, the battery drained. It's not really strong. I have an older phone as an iPhone 7s, so it's very, very old compared to the newer phones. Battery life isn't great. Everything it died, so I don't have any turtle footage. I was hoping to have some turtle footage, sort of interspersed in this video right here. Thought about doing a separate video of just like logging the day, but by the time I got out of the water, the phone died, and so I couldn't even do additional beach footage and then footage of us just sort of hanging out and doing some other things, and then sort of logging the trip back to the city. So that was a problem, and now I have to actually figure out how I'm going to fix this because the phone won't charge. And I had it in a waterproof case, and it didn't seem to have any issues because it was still on after we got out of the ocean. But there you go. So lesson learned. I'm going to have to figure something out. So I'm either going to have to get a new phone, and that means there's a big change in my plans over the next week and a half if I have to do that. But if it is, I mean, it's life, it happens. So I'm grateful that I actually have the ability to buy a new phone if I need to. So I'm not really going to get too upset about it. And it's time. I mean, the phone's over 5 years old now. So it's not that big of a deal for me. So what have I learned? One thing I did learn was in editing the videos for the Indie Creator Studio. I was having trouble extracting clips from the videos and using them. So still very new to this whole like video editing thing. So I learned how in iMovie to do a few things in terms of like extracting clips, making it's not the best method. Honestly, I think I probably will have to move to a better tool. iMovie might be great for like, general editing, but like the ability to not just extract and create a separate video file and export it with a click is something that I really feel like is missing functionality that should be there in a piece of software like iMovie. So there's that. And then I've learned the other thing that I'm learning is I may have to leave. I've already planned my next destination, but I may have to change that at the last minute because of the phone issue. So I'll find out today whether or not this phone can be repaired again. Will be the second time here in Playa I've had to take this phone in to get it fixed. Last time it didn't cost an extreme amount, but if it looks like it might be that again, it may be time to just go ahead and plug down money for a new phone. What still puzzles me? Not really sure outside of like what to do with the phone and the upgrades and things like that. Nothing work-wise is puzzling me. Nothing technical is puzzling me this week. So I think this might be 2 weeks in a row I'm not puzzled by something. So I think that's really good, but kind of good. Sort of thinking that I like to be challenged. I like to be puzzled by things because then I'll have to go off and try to learn a new thing. So what will I do differently this week? One of the things is I really feel like I should be doing the Swift UI coding in the morning uh, as I start my day because a lot of times I'm doing my client work then and it is using Swift. So it'd be a good time to sort of like highlight something that may have happened in the project and just go ahead and record like a quick lesson to deal with that issue since it's been resolved and it could help somebody else and keep moving. And then the second thing that I will be doing differently is I have to move the newsletter to Mondays because I feel like finishing the newsletter on Sunday is a lot easier for me when I have more time in the evenings. I have more downtime. I don't typically plan much on Sundays. My Sunday mornings are doing this. I do my retrospectives even before I was doing these videos. It's just something that I do in the morning. I don't typically have anything big planned for the middle of the day on Sundays. And in the evening, I like to sort of like jumpstart my next work week. So that's what I do. If I can go to the workspace, I'll do that, which I can't today because my phone's dead and I can't automatically open up the doors, the locks, because it's a phone app. Hopefully, maybe if I can get that resolved. But if not, I'll either go to a coffee shop here or I'll just work from home right from this desk and get that done as well to get a kickstart. So I'm moving the newsletter to Mondays. I'm hoping that'll help me get that out more efficiently instead of trying to do it during the week when I've got other things going on. I'm just trying to find time and find the resources. I've got a block of downtime. So that should help. So let's move on into the actual stand up for the week. And that will get me into what did I ship? I got videos out for the channel, and that was good. Both the Swift UI channel with the 3 videos and the new episode of the Indie Creator Studio channel, which was also great. And so minor success, very small, but I'm trying to build momentum and this habit and routine of posting videos. So what will I do this week? Along those lines, I want to post 2 videos to the Swift UI channel, post 1 video to Indie Creator Studio. And if someone's asking like, well, why not 2 on this channel? I'm not the only person on that channel. I have to depend on my brother to have like time. So like we have to work out that schedule and we will be trying to batch record a few so that we can get some out, but I want to build a backlog. I don't want to set an expectation of more than 1 video coming out every week until we have enough episodes and we've recorded enough that we can actually do that. So right now I'm fine with just doing a single video for that channel. And then here on this channel, 2 videos every week. One, of course, being this video, the weekly planning, what am I working on, the weekly review, and then one on a different topic. Now, I may try to go beyond that for this channel to give more information, to provide additional resources, provide additional help and inspiration. But right now, just kind of setting the bar at 2 videos. So um, that I think works really well. If I can recover the video of swimming with the turtles, I think we'll try to do a video, a shorter one of just like the trip to Akamal, kind of help people like to know. I took photos and have the location of where you can catch the collectivos to take it down. It's only about like $2.50 or so to ride the bus, the little mini bus. It's like a minivan. It's a van's collectivos to go down and the stop, where to walk, and then you can pay for the scuba gear or snorkel gear. I bought my own thinking that I could save money by buying this gear and then not paying the same price that everybody else is paying. And that didn't actually work out. They were like, no, they still want the same amount. So it's 400 pesos to do that. It's $20. So I'm just like, okay, fine, whatever. But yeah, that's on the agenda for this week to get 2 videos out there. And in terms of blockers, again, it's the same thing. If I can't get this phone repaired, I may actually have to return to the US. And I'm doing that not because I can't get a phone here. I can definitely just go. There's some Apple type stores or Apple resellers that have all the phones, and I can buy it. But I'm thinking if I'm going to do that, I may as well just go ahead and upgrade because my laptop is also old, is older than the phone. And I figured I'd just go ahead and upgrade and get a new Mac as well. And I might as well just do a side trip to the States for like a day or two. Really, literally just popping in, going to the store, buying these things, and heading back down to my next destination, which is Antigua, Guatemala. I've decided that that's where I need to be. I will be there for a couple of months, or at least based in Antigua for a couple of months. I'll probably be popping in and out until I just feel like it's a good space, honestly. I want some mountain time. There's some great hikes there that I'd like to be able to do. Antigua has a great reputation as a really cool town. And my Spanish teacher actually lives in Antigua. I've been taking lessons with her for like the past year, maybe or more, like a year and a half, I guess now. And never met in person, so it'll be an opportunity to possibly do that at this point. So we'll see. I'm really excited about it, but that trip might get postponed a little bit by the quick jump into the U.S. So that's all I have for this week. Thanks, everyone. I forgot to ask for the like. I always forget because it's just more important that I just talk about this stuff and get it out. But please click like, and if you or comment about things that you're curious about, share what you're working on this week. Do you have any big goals or things that you want to accomplish this week, or do you have any struggles? If you have questions about technical stuff, of course, again, go to the Swift UI channel where we'll do those things there. But if you have questions about travel, working remotely, living abroad, feel free to just drop in the comments. I try to answer as quickly as I can. And sometimes if it's a big enough, if it requires more time to answer, I'll actually just do a video about it. So if you want to see a video about a topic that's a little more in depth, just let me know. And I'll definitely try to get that done for you. So thanks for watching. Have a great time. Have a great week. Hope you're productive. Have an amazing time, amazing week. Cheers.